my face. Oh yeah. Hi, greetings and welcome fellow YouTubers out there. This week has been a bit of a snow week, and actually I'm getting a bit of grey in my beard. I was actually going to shave my beard the other day as well, but considering it's January, March, I keep getting March and May mixed up. Considering it's March and we've still got snow outside on the streets, I thought I'd better keep it just to keep my face warm for a little bit. Now, as I said, it's been a bit of a slow week, or a snow week, because with the public transport being running at shoddy space, well, give them their dues. The first day when we had the snow, it was like 3-4 hour delays just to try and get to the next station. But over the next couple of days, they actually did start working more or less on plan. So give them their dues, they were working fine. But still, we did have quite a fair amount of problems at work trying to get a lot of things sorted out. So we haven't been able to do much in the way of progress this week. However, we did get to play out 2 new games. Well, yeah, you could call it a new game. One of them is a proper game, Moss, a very beautiful, that I'm classified as the beautiful game, as quite a few actually people with me in classifying that as a beautiful game. And the second thing is, what have we got? What was it? Oh, Rec Room. Rec Room has got a new game update, which is called the Island of Lost Skulls. I hope I got that right. I always can try to see a bit of like Pirates of the Caribbean or something piratey, but the Island of the Lost Skulls. Yeah, firstly, let's go for Moss. Moss, I classify as the beautiful game, and I'm not talking about football here. This is an absolute gorgeous of a game. Oh, my thing's just gone off there. I just wanted to keep that up and running. Blah. Sorry about that. Slide back in. Yeah, Moss is the beautiful game. It's got absolutely gorgeous animation. It is wonderful surroundings. It is everything from the grass to the scenery to the sense of size and scale is absolutely awesome. And the dollhouse effect, I'm not too sure if that's actually classified as a real thing. I heard someone refer to it as a dollhouse effect some time ago. And when I first put on the VR headset and started looking at like the maps in what was it? Robinson's Journey, and you start looking down on the things, and you can see everything. It as a sort of like a dollhouse. They call that the dollhouse effect, and you get a very certain sense of realization from that. You can't actually describe it, you can only experience that sort of effect. And the dollhouse effect is in spades here in the in Moss. It is really gorgeous, really beautiful. I've got my notes that I'll refer to again. Let's say the graphics are, just going down my list here, as I said, the graphics here are absolutely awesome. The interesting storyline that went along with it, simple but engaging puzzles, as long as you figure out which items you can actually yeah, there was one particular puzzle that I was spending ages just trying to figure out how to get a steam train from a steam block from one side of the room to the other whilst me standing on top. And I was trying to work out how to close the actual barriers, and I didn't realise, spoiler alert in case you haven't played this, I didn't realise that you have to reach up with your hand and pull the shutter down, the barrier down, to actually block off the train, which I thought, damn, that was quite... But apart from that, it was quite simple to play through the game. I think you will get about 2 to 3 hours at least gameplay of it. Maybe more if you're exploring or selling out or trying to find all the little hidden collectibles. I mean, this is the first game of an episodic game series. I hope I pronounced it right. Now, with episodic games, we've had a little bit of a mix and a match. A little bit meh, does it seem to work? And sometimes companies not following through with it. There's only 2 episodic games out there that I've actually liked because they've not only gone through with it but worked really well, and one of them was Strange Life, and the other one was the Minecraft story. They worked wonders for the episodic game series, and hopefully if they carry on this story, I'm sure Moss will be one of be adding to those rank of episodic games done right, because this game really is a must buy. Go out, get it, you will love it, you will enjoy it. Top marks. So I certainly agree with. Let me see. Sorry, Snake Boss thoughts. Just haven't referred to my notes. The Snake Boss. When we came to the Snake Boss, I thought that it was. You kind of got this sense of foreboding, a deep fear, as you knew something was coming. And I thought, I know what this is. I played the demo, so I know what's coming up with this. And then all of a sudden, you start seeing this giant snake hovering right over you, and you're looking at it and thinking, "Hi, how's it going? You're not gonna eat little old me, are you? No." And fade to black. And that I kind of got a little bit upset about when it faded to black, because I thought I was just about to get thrown right into the boss battle, but it didn't. It just cut to black, and it went to another cutscene for the storyline, which is you in the church reading the book. And I thought, oh my god, please don't cheat me out of this. I want this boss battle. Don't cheat me out of a boss battle by doing a simple cutscene or a storyline intro. But it didn't, and I was quite thankful for that, because it's just said you ran through a little story, you ran through a little hole, and managed to escape, which I thought was cheating a little bit. But then it cut to the chase. And when I mean cut to the chase, it faded out, and you were currently being chased by the snake, and over the next several scenes or several areas, there was a snake trying to eat you, and you had like time limits to actually get to certain areas, do certain things. You shot crossbow bolts at it. You ran around trying to dodge its fireballs, and it was quite a decent boss battle. I haven't seen boss battles that lasted like this over several areas for some time. I don't think I ever seen that. Well, I probably have, but this boss battle was actually quite good and quite unique in its own right, and I liked it. I think they did that one quite well for the type of game that it was. Yeah, there were a few moments where I was like screaming at my controller, saying go right, not go left, and after you do something like 50 times just to get up to like 3/4 of the way through it, and then you start finding yourself you can't get past the first hurdle. It does get a little bit annoying having to like do rinse and repeat over and over again, but if you're like from the old Dark Souls school, where you just want to try and fight the battle over and over and over again, repeatedly beating your head against a wall, or being bludgeoned to death by a giant monster crawling over you, then that sort of works for it on a much smaller level. And yeah, no, I'm not saying it's as hard as Dark Souls. No, nothing can ever go that far. Nothing can go that far. But yeah, it was actually one of those where you just had to repeatedly do something until you find out how to actually get there. And yeah, it works. It's quite enjoyable. I give this game a rating of 8 out of 10 and a cuteness factor of over 9,000. I mean, go on, look at him. Look at him. I say, just swing over here. Swing. He's like dancing. Say hi. Hi. There we go. Look at him, look, all fluffy tail, and scratch your ears, go on, scratch it. All that. Is that not like the cutest thing you've ever seen? Sorry, got him on my, I've currently got him on my wallpaper, and I just love him. So cute, so cute. Next game was Rec Room, the Island of the Lost Skulls. Now, what do I think about this game? As just readjust. As it's a, you can't really knock these games down too much. Rec Room, it's a free PSVR environment. It's a social event, and today I haven't found anything that you need to pay for. There's no advertisement in it. You don't pay for it. I'm kind of half wondering how the people are actually even making money out of this project, and I would like to know, because no one has to pay for anything. It is totally free. So I'm on board with that. If it's totally free, I'm fine. If they work by donations, good on you. If that's the case, I'll probably donate a little bit myself. But the new game that came out, the addition to it, which was the Island of the Lost Skulls, it works in relation to the rest of the game. It's the same sort of style, theme, where when the skeletons move around, if you look closer, you can like see strings hanging down from the ceiling. I'm not too sure they're supposed to see them, but yeah, it just kind of give me that thing like it's being controlled remotely, like all the other games seem to be like cardboard cutouts that moving around. So it's still in that sort of theme, and you start off in this prison cell, and you escape. Everyone escapes from the prison cell, and you grab anything you can, like brooms, bottles, chairs, or even swords from your opponents, and start swashbuckling your way through these hordes of undead skeletons, which it's quite a decent novel, nice little approach to that. There is a limited booth that goes with this. Now, if you manage to go through the entire game, you can save your money that you've looted from various chest boxes, and you can then use that money to buy other outfits for the social experience, for the actual Rec Room itself. But the thing is, the game's so hard that if you're not all working together as a proper team, then you will die. If you're not too sure how to play this game, you will die. It'll probably take a few people who have been experienced working together as a group to finally get through it, and only then will you get the money that you've been picking up all over the place. So from starter players, I see everyone just goes straight to the loot checkers to try and get all the gold they can, and I start working out, well, if we're going to lose it all when we die, then there's no point really. I haven't yet gone through the entire game and won yet. But, so I take it, so for the moment, until I start finding out that I'm working with a decent team, I'm not going to bother about the coins. Unless, I don't know if this is the case yet, because I haven't actually checked it out. If you loot as much money as possible and then quit out before you die, you get to keep all of that money. I don't know if that's the case. If it is the case that you get to keep all the money if you quit out, then that is going to be quite a serious flaw in the way the game's designed, because you'll just get people quitting on you left, right and centre because they want to save the pennies they just built up, and that just doesn't seem right. So hopefully that's not the case. I'll give it a little try out and find out. I was going to do another run through of Hunt Down the Freeman using like a cheat fest, because when I played it last week, it was totally unplayable. I couldn't see anything. There was no ammo, no such. And I see that a lot of people were actually complaining big time about all the problems, that the game was practically unplayable. So at one point later, I am going to sit down on my computer, get the cheat codes ready, and then just play through it with the cheat codes just to see what it is like. The second thing that I'm going to have to try and do with that is because when I tried working it with my Elgato, the Elgato just basically crapped out and stopped working altogether. So I'm going to see if I can live stream it rather than record it via the Elgato. I don't know if I can, don't know if it will work, and I probably will only find out they will stop working when I'm halfway through doing the live stream. So when you see that next week, I do apologise offhand if it does drop out halfway through. Right, a couple of announcements. Yeah, there was a game that just came out this week. Well, not this week, I think maybe last week. Metal Gear Survival. And everyone is just totally ratting on this game because it looks like we've figured out where the art and the style and the apps and the gameplay, we know where the true spirit of Metal Gear Solid was. It was in Hideo Kojima, if I pronounce the name right. If I haven't, I do apologise. But since he has left the company under a bad cloud, I think there was some bad blood that happened back there, and Kojima was fired from Konami. And once he was fired from Konami, he was not even allowed to accept the award for Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, which I believe is an absolute awesome game, and definitely a game that Kojima should be taking full credit for. That was his game. That was what Metal Gear Solid was, his baby, and he was denied it from denied accepting the award for the best games at the award ceremony by his own company, Konami. So, and therefore, once he's left, he's now gone on to bigger and better things. He's now working with Sony to do other things with Sony. But in the meantime, Konami has brought out another game called Metal Gear Survival. More like Metal Gear Barely Surviving, but it just doesn't have anything in there. There's nothing, no storyline. Well, okay, there's some like basic stuff in there, like the basic storyline. You've got to build up a base, zombies attack, and that's it. Nothing really else. The AI in there is terrible. We've got the actual skills. There's no skill tree, or there's just nothing there that's worth noting. Except for one thing that really peed me off. I mean, given all that, given all the bad press that I heard about it, I was still tempted to buy the game just to see what the bad deal was. But when I learned out that they were charging £10 just to create a second save game slot, £10 for a blinking save game slot. I mean, what the... No, that's just totally wrong. Konami has just totally lost the plot there. With DLCs and in-game currency, but asking for £10 for a save game slot, or well, $10 for a save game slot, that is just totally taking the piss. They're basically dropping their trousers and urinating all over you and not even bothering calling it rain. It's just totally, yeah, they've got no respect for their customer base or their audience base when they did something like that. So I thought, nope, just stay way away from this game. Treat it like the plague of zombies that it is. Just stay away. I do not want to be playing a zombie style shooter. Thank you, Agridro. But yeah, so a couple of announcements. First, well, only announcement and more news. Sci-fi dates. The Sci-Fi London is starting up its 48-hour film challenge soon, and they'll be taking they're taking the registrations now on their website, linked down below. But the actual date for the 48-hour film challenge, if you're interested, is to head over on the 7th of April 2018. So if you want to get down there on Friday, I think that's Friday the 7th of April. Is it Friday? It normally should be Thursday. Sorry, Saturday. Get down there on Saturday the 7th of April. They'll give you like a ticket to say, we need this in there, these sort of lines need to be done, these are the sort of challenges you need to accept. You've got 48 hours to make a film, go out and do it. And then 48 hours later, they'll bring in all the awards, so they'll bring in all of the films, they'll watch every single one of them, and they'll put them down into several different categories, and they will announce the awards of each individual categories, like best directed, best animated, well, not really animated because we're not allowed animations in there, but you get where I'm going. They've got different categories that they'll be able to put them all up. And yeah, like I said, link down in the description. Please check it out if you're interested in joining or even coming along to volunteer. We're still always looking out for more volunteers if any of you want to help out. Right, let's see what we've got here. Okay, next week, during the times when my missus is currently off on the days when I'm out at work, she's got a little bit of time to herself. So I've asked her to go out and do a little bit of scraping on VR News, see if she can hunt down some stories out there, see if there's anything that she can find, and so that I'll then announce them here in the video. And here's the news report from my wife. News report from my wife. CES 2018 electronic virtual reality suit shocks gamers. A suit that can simulate pain and pressure all over the body has been designed for virtual reality games. The device is one of many wearable tech products that we put on the show at the CES Tech Expo in Las Vegas this week. It says next week, but I think it's a bit out of date, so don't know the actual date on there. The BBC, let's put that up here. The BBC's Chris Fox put the Tesla suit through its paces. Find out what else expects at the CES 2008 Tech Show. Sir Peter Jackson Studios reveal augmented reality demo. Wingnut AR, the studio started by Lord of the Rings film director Sir Peter Jackson, has revealed its first augmented reality demo. Whilst Google and Microsoft have been working with the technology for several years, this is the first time that Apple has been involved. The company gave Wingnut AR special access to its Arc Kit, an augmented reality developer creation kit to create it. BBC Click finds out more. Last one. Could free roaming multiplayer take VR to the next level? Virtual reality has been around for years, but despite investments from a number of companies, the format has so far failed to grab the public's imagination. But now, Australian company Zero Latency is looking to take virtual reality to a new level with free-roaming multiplayer games. A room fitted with 64 cameras tracks the movements of the players and their interaction with a variety of games. BBC Clicks, I can't read this name. Mark Klisick finds out more. See more on the Clicks website. Sorry about that. Sorry about the little voice. I thought I'd give that a try. Let me know if I should do more of that or nah. Stuff. Okay. Rumours of what are we up to now? Okay, I think that is it for this week. We've actually just got one more thing left, which is enough for unboxing. Over the past, about 2 weeks ago, me and Mrs. got the next monthly unboxed from Geek Gear, World of Wizards. So, next thing that you'll see is February's version of Geek Beer's unboxing. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys out there. No, I'm too tall. There we go, can't you go? Anyway. There we go. Hi, greetings and welcome, fellow box collectors. What do we have today? This is your favourite part of the show here, isn't it? This is Kim's favourite part. So, you got something to show us today, don't you?
This is February's
Geekboxing! Geekbox. World of Wizard version Geekbox. So, shall you see what we've got for today? Got for this month, I mean?
You might want to tilt that down.
Well, I'll tell you what, let me head off to the side. So you can take centre stage, and I'll just move this in. There we go. Okay. Right, so you're already going up? So what have we got?
Ooh.
Oh, what's that? Oh, that looks very familiar. Okay, it's like a sort of suitcase, isn't it?
Yep. With, don't know if you can see it, there's the niffler trying to escape.
The little niffler trying to escape out of there. Does it have the secret latch?
Yes, it does.
Oh, let's see the secret latch.
Well, it says no muggles allowed, rather than muggle proof.
I remember he had to when he opened it at the customs, he flipped or pressed the button that changed it from a TARDIS suitcase
to
a standard suitcase.
My favourite bit.
Oh, what we've got? Did I say that what we might be getting this time?
To be honest, I've been so busy, I've not been looking at the hints.
Okay. No worries. So let's see what we got. Ooh.
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 Looks like it's Harry Potter. Oops. More for our wall.
Cool.
Ready to colour and frame pictures.
So colour your own pictures. There you go.
Doing the World of Wizards printing in. Ooh.
Is that a scarf or a t-shirt?
It's a t-shirt.
Ooh. So what have we got for the t-shirt?
Don't recognise it. I'm not sure if it's meant to be a Patronus.
No, I think that's sort of a mask. Can you just bring it forward? So let's see if we can see what that is.
Ooh, something opened.
I vaguely recognise it.
Whoops.
But we'll see what we find out later.
Ooh, got two t-shirts.
You're breaking something in there.
No, it was open before.
Okay.
Two t-shirts in here.
Oh, a second t-shirt. Dobby! Free elves!
Oh, that's cool.
Dobby is a free elf. Has he got a sock in his hand or anything?
Actually, no, it doesn't.
Is that a wand? I can't tell from here.
No, it's not. What do you mean?
Oh, it's just this artist sketching on his left hand.
Yeah. It's maybe the image before he got freed. Is he still wearing his...
Well, let's have a little look at that so we can get a good decent show. Free elf.
It's very well framed. Ooh, we got something for both of us.
Oh, is that a belt buckle or?
It's a belt badge with head girl and head boy.
So
There's something for both of us.
So where do they actually pin the head badge?
I'm trying to... well, it's not a head. It's not a.
They put it in their
Because
hair.
when what's his name? The eldest, well, the second eldest, I suppose, Percy.
Percy Ingle.
Percy Ingle. No, Percy Weasley.
Percy Weasley.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had an elder brother. Well, they had two elder brothers. They had Percy, who was always so focused on the fact that he wanted to be head. And if I remember rightly, at one point he was so happy that at the train station he puffed out his chest to show off his badge, which would indicate that it would be there.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to put this on later. Now, whether this is a mistake or whether this means that we can make chocolate frogs, I don't know. Don't wash by dishwasher. Yeah.
Yeah, that will probably melt if you put it in the dishwasher.
I think this is a
chocolate mould.
Chocolate mould.
Ah, yes. Well, so we can get some chocolate mix and make up our own chocolate frogs.
Definitely.
Magic leaping notwithstanding.
Now, when this came, this was actually that's how it was. This was actually opening.
Okay.
And the sound you were hearing was me trying to figure out how to put it back on. So.
What is that?
Handcrafted house spanner.
Handcrafted house spanner.
Banner.
Oh, banner. Ah. The
so it's meant
Hufflepuff.
Sort of like a little flag. See?
For your favourite house.
Oh, I have to figure out how to put that somewhere. Ooh. Lift that up in a minute. Now this is quite interesting. It doesn't have a book.
Picture.
No.
Okay.
This is a picture.
Oh. Quibbler. Daily Quibbler. Undesirable. Number 1. I wonder who that picture is.
Rewards 10,000 galleons on his head.
Ah. We
There's
don't have bounties these days, do we?
Yeah, we do.
What was the last time you ever seen a bounty on a person?
The last bounty I can remember. I suppose really they're not bounties anymore. They're sort of rewards now.
Oh, more stuff for your cookbook.
Yes, but interestingly, there's no booklet on what's in here.
Okay, so we don't know what the T-shirt is.
No.
That's a shame.
Which is a little bit disappointing. But maybe that was.
So what's the final recipes?
Bit late. Pumpkin pastries. Oh, we've got the mould for this.
Oh, let's have a look.
Cup pastry.
Oh yes, we do have a pastry cutter. So what other...
Oh, looks like I was right about the
what's that? Chocolate
frog.
Ah, it tells you how to make the chocolate frogs.
Prep time 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Wow.
Right. I'm convinced I'm missing something because that's the first time I've opened a box and it's not had
The pamphlet.
the pamphlet on what was meant to be in it.
It's interesting that it had 2 T-shirts in it. Normally they come with only one.
Yeah, like I said, I think there was a brief memory in my head that there was going to be another T-shirt, but I thought that was the one that's coming out because they've got World of Wizards that's just clothing.
Yeah.
And I thought that was it.
Maybe this is... I was going to say, maybe this T-shirt's a sort of a sponsorship for something. I don't know, that's weird. I'm sure I recognise it from somewhere, but I don't know where.
Oh, I can't... I'm just going to have a look, see if it's...
in there. Is there any...
No pamphlets in here. Right, so I can't even tell you what the next one is going to be.
Well, that's a shame. Sorry about that.
Oh. I'm sorry, that's the first time that's happened. Usually I get a booklet and I get to actually give a description on what we've got, but looks like I'm on my own.
Well, put that to the side.
Oh well, that makes March all the more mysterious. I can't put this back in now.
Oh. Thank.
Well, maybe if I look at my emails I might find something to put in the description.
House spanner.
That was what this was in.
I'll spread it.
Well, that was weird.
Oh, wait. Don't wash by dishwasher. Chocolate frogs.
Well, that was an interesting open.
Cool.
Still love the design of the box though.
Yeah.
Suitcase.
Nice little suitcase for Newt Scamamander's briefcase.
Yeah.
Briefcase, suitcase?
Suitcase.
Suitcase. Ah, okay. Ooh, here I am. Wee. Do that back up. Wee. Okay, well, that's been this month, was it February?
February.
February's World of Wizardry Geek Box unboxing.
Yeah, sorry
cool.
I can't tell you what's in March.
no,
I can't tell you anything.
But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as we've enjoyed opening it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys out there.